How y'all doing out there in the VC neck of the woods? Back for a vinyl update, of course. And I got a little bit of a stack here of some stuff that I picked up at a Goodwill recently. First thing I want to show, though, I meant to show this in I don't know, my past couple videos I did, and I keep forgetting. This is the new issue of Pork magazine. I do subscribe to this, and if you're not familiar with Pork magazine, you might want to check it out. It's rock and roll weirdo art and bad ideas. This is issue number 27. But it has a lot of cool, cartoons and articles and stuff in it. They also have a website. This has the Halloween. This is the Halloween issue. But they also have a website called Goblinko Mega Mall, and they sell a lot of awesome stuff. Here's the ad for that. So if you're interested in that, check it out. They have a Facebook page. They're on Instagram, and really cool stuff. And now onto the vinyl. First thing I got here is a record of an artist I didn't have, Gary Stewart, Out of Hand. And this has I See the Want To in Your Eyes, which Conway Twitty covered, and the song that he's probably most famous for, She's Acting Single and I'm Drinking Doubles, which I have that song on my iPod, but like I said, didn't have any of his albums. It's on RCA, and it says 1969 on here, so, but I don't know why, because this says 75, but whatever. Okay. Then I picked this Come On In, Santo and Johnny. I have this record already, but Santo and Johnny doesn't show up very often. And when it does show up, I'll go ahead and pick them up because, those records are more rare. This one's sort of torn at the top there, but very easily fixed. And it's in decent shape. The thrift store that I got these from, they had probably 5 or 6 volumes of this type of record from the American Musical Theater. It's Hugo Montenegro and his orchestra. And I was limited on funds, as usual, so I just picked up the one that I wanted the most out of the ones that they had. And this one is Volume 4, 1953 to 1960. And one of the reasons I picked it up is because it has Hernando's Hideaway on it, which is from the Pajama Game. I also like Hugo Montenegro. If they have the other ones when I go back, I'll probably pick those up. So, and this is on Time Records. It's almost like a brand new record there. Do Re Mi is on here. Standing on the Corner. I Love Paris. And then this one's sort of, doodled on quite a bit. Robin Trower, Bridges of Sighs. And I see this record all the time. And I might even have this one, I'm not sure. I don't think that I might have one Robin Trower, and it might be this one. But see, someone had doodled all over it. But, for 99 cents at a thrift store. And it had 2 records in it, and I thought that was odd, but it's the same record. This one was priced separately, so I don't know, it got shoved in there somehow. But, they're both about in the same condition. This one's a little bit worse. But it's the same record, like I said, so 2 copies for the price of 1. And then this one, just the cover alone, David Clayton Thomas. Just a great cover. It's one of those generic records that I like so much. This is on Decca, and there's a little cartoon drawing of him there on the back. It's on the black Decca label. But he does I Got a Woman, Tobacco Road, Boom Boom, Poison Ivy, Good Lovin'. A lot of the a lot of the usual songs from that time period. Actually, I don't know if it's from that time period. This looks like it might be a little later than the 60s. But anyway, And this one I'd never seen before, Dr. Hook. It's called Bankrupt, which is, it was originally Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show, so, and then later it was just Dr. Hook. So this one is probably their third or fourth album on Capitol. And I played this one. It plays really good. It doesn't skip at all. I mean, this is a little chewed up here on the side. The songs that I recognize on here was I Got Stoned and Missed It, Only 16, and I think those are the only two that I recognize. But this came out in 1975. Always liked some Dr. Hook for sure. If you're not familiar with them, they did Cover of the Rolling Stone. They had a hit with that song, and then Queen of the Silver Dollar, and then Sylvia's Mother was also a hit. Then I picked this up. I don't think I'd ever seen this one. The Beach Boys Songbook by the Hollywood Ridge Strings. I have quite a few of Holly Ridge Strings, I think, doing the Carpenters and the Beatles. But I think the one that I have that might be the Beach Boys is a different one. This is arranged by Stu Phillips. And these records are some, if not the first, rock and roll songs that were done in easy listening style. Elevator music, what have you. And then this one I found, I bought this one at Half Price Books, and it was As Is, the MC5. I have the reissue of this, but to get the original, why wouldn't I buy it? I think it was like $4.99, I want to say. I don't remember for sure. And it's, you know, it's got the original sleeve in it, and it's sort of scratched, but not like ridiculously scratched. It's the MC5. It's like the breakthrough album, and then of course the Gatefold, you know, classic. So yeah, I'd like to get all of their records. I think that's the only one that I actually have. And then this one here too that I didn't have, and I've seen this, you know, in a lot better shape, go for a lot of money at record shows and stuff. But this one was, I think, $2.99. Mr. Spock, of course, that's Leonard Nimoy, Music from Outer Space. And I think this was his first record. He did 3 or 4 records that I'm aware of. This is on Dot, and, you know, the theme from Star Trek is on here. Watch Music to Watch Space Girls by, Twinkle Twinkle Little Earth, Mission Impossible, A Visit to a Sad Planet. Yeah, this came out in, I want to say the 60s, but I can't tell you the year right off. I'm sure anybody out there watching would probably know more about this. But this is a record that I've been wanting to get for a long time, and I wasn't going to pay some ridiculous price, so $2.99, there's nothing ridiculous about that. And then this last one here I have in this vinyl update was, this was also at Half Price Books. I think these last 3 were. And I didn't even realize, I mean, I know all movies pretty much has had a soundtrack at one point. But on vinyl, for some reason, a lot of the older movies from the 60s and 70s, I just wouldn't think of being on vinyl. But this one, I actually have this on DVD, the Hellcats. And it's a pretty good movie, from what I remember. It's one of those biker movies from the discount barrel, I guess you might say. The way I bought mine was, it's in a DVD set of, I couldn't tell you how many movies, 10, 12, 15, 20 movies, I'm not sure. Bought it on Amazon for, I don't know, less than $20. So to find the soundtrack is pretty cool. We listened to this, and it's good. I mean, I like it just as much as the movie. On here we have, let me read the track listing. We have the Arrows on here doing the first 2 songs, which is Hellcats and the Angry Mob. And we have Davy Jones and the Dolphins, also does 2 songs on here. Actually, they do 4 songs on here, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I can count, they do 5 songs on here. And then Somebody's Children does 2 songs, and then we have 1 song, which is also called Hellcats by the Sunrays. So, and apparently it was a book too, so there's the book. I'm assuming that's what that is, because DVDs did not exist, and VHS did not exist, so, at this time. Crown International Pictures presents the Hellcats. But yeah, I love some biker movies, and you know, anytime I can pick something up that's like something around the Easy Rider, you know, that probably was the first one to influence a lot of those movies that came afterwards. So that's all of my vinyl update for now. Hopefully going to go do some record shopping soon. Always overdue for that. I mean, no matter where I go, no matter where we go to record shop, always overdue. So thanks for watching and subscribing, and please subscribe if you're not a current subscriber to my channel. And keep watching, and we'll keep making them. We'll see you.